Yeah, so now that we're doing the second part, Nina, of this conversation and interview, I'm
Mm-hmm.
very excited. So we're gonna do a, somewhat similar to Miss Universe. So for this second part of this interview, I will be presenting Nina with six magic cards. So you're going to pick three cards. So just mention to me from numbers 1 to 6, and then each of
Okay.
the cards has topics. And I think this is going to be the format at Miss Universe because they did this in Miss USA. So
Okay.
Nina, okay, so we're now gonna get ready for part two of our interview with Nina Kant Mandal. And oh, by the way, Nina, how do you pronounce your family name in your accent?
Nina Kant Mandal. So the
Mandal.
accent goes
Okay.
first Mandal, yeah.
Okay, so
But
I was
if you call me Kant Mandal, it's okay. I'm so used to that.
I know because like in English it's like Mandal, but now it's Mandal.
Uh-huh.
It's Mandal.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to learn that because like ever since I covered Miss Universe Thailand, I really tried learning how to speak their name, pronounce their name correctly.
I
Okay,
can imagine it's tough.
I know,
Different countries have different specifics, so.
but I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. I
Mm.
believe that the Lord is really putting me into like a different sort of influence, and that's for another conversation. But anyway,
Okay.
Nina, can you pick first from numbers 1 to 6?
Okay. I feel like I'm at an exam or something. Okay, let's
This is
do
gonna be
number
fun.
3.
Number 3. Okay, number 3 is okay. Okay, press freedom. Can you see it? It's white. It's washed. Press freedom. Just so that
Press
you
freedom.
know I'm not
Uh,
cheating. It's like there. Press
oh, okay,
freedom.
yeah. There you
Okay. Okay, so
Okay,
Nina, briefly explain to me your thoughts on press freedom.
okay. Just one question. Do I have to fit it within 30-second time frame?
No, maybe your definition of brief and short and concise. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, press freedom is first of all freedom of speech. It is the freedom of thought, of
Okay.
expressing your thoughts.
Mhm.
However, with press, it might be a bit challenging because press can always also take on a certain side.
Mhm.
And as you know, to one situation, there are always different sides.
Right.
So I believe that if we implement press freedom, full press freedom with no censorship,
Mhm.
there still have to be regularities and rules that need to check up on the facts that are stated in press,
Right. Right.
because words can be harmful. And I have seen people who have gone through very hard times due to
Right.
the press freedom, which
Mhm.
expressed whatever they thought about the person.
Right.
And therefore I believe that some rules need to be implemented in,
Yeah.
the press freedom still.
Yeah, I could relate to you on press freedom, and that's for another conversation. So
Mhm, okay.
yeah, because I was once a center of controversy, and yeah,
Oh, interesting. We'll
interesting. So
definitely
yeah,
talk about that later.
in private, yeah, but not here because I don't want. This is not about me. It's about you. So anyway, very
Okay.
good, Nina. Thank you very much for that. Your thoughts on sharing your thoughts on press freedom.
Mhm.
Yeah. So number 3 is out. So give me
And number 1.
number 1. Okay, so you went for number 1. Number 1 is okay. Climate change. Can you see it? It's climate
Oh,
change.
yes, it is a huge one.
Oh yeah, it's a very, very, it's a global issue. It's not just affecting
Mhm.
a particular country, it's affecting everyone. And I heard
Yeah.
winters are getting colder. We just experienced a very terrible cyclone and typhoon. And
Yes, yes.
yeah, I think you know of that. So, okay, Nina, tell me your thoughts briefly about climate change.
Well, climate change is obviously one of the biggest problems we're facing in the modern world because the climate is changing so rapidly. The icebergs are melting, the typhoons, the tsunamis, the earthquakes, everything. It all comes from the sudden changes in the
Right,
climate.
right,
And we contribute a lot to that climate change because due to all the gases being thrown into the air, all the pollution and everything we're doing right now is actually very harmful to nature, very harmful to our Mother Earth. So I feel like it is our responsibility to take care of where we live, because we want to live in a good, peaceful place. We would not just trash our homes. I mean, we would take care of it. So why would we want to trash our planet? So I believe that as citizens of this planet, we need to all take collective action and start taking care of our planet.
Right. I love what you said about us, all of us being responsible, because, we cannot just blame it to the government or to anybody that, they're not taking care of us. And, when the typhoon hits and stuff like that, we are all responsible and accountable for the terrible climate change. I mean, our consumption is just twice as fast with, what it used to be, our shopping habits, eating habits, the way we travel, the way we live. So our entire lifestyle actually affects the climate, the way we consume, the faster we consume. So thank you for pointing that out and for letting the audience realize that we all contribute in the worsening global climate change that's happening. So, okay, and pick another number. It's right.
Okay.
Washed out.
Okay, let's go for the last one, 6.
Number 6. Ooh, I just added that today. Number 6. Where's
really?
Yeah. Oh, I love this. Domestic violence.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, what can you say about domestic violence?
Domestic violence, that is something that deeply touches me, and touches me in a way that it makes me angry, it makes me sad, it makes me feel hopeless, because in many countries still domestic violence is not a crime. Even here in Russia, it is not considered a crime. And it is just as much a crime as a woman being exposed to the violence on the streets by an unknown person, because it harms her physically, mentally, in any way possible. And a person just goes away freely. So I feel like we do need to take serious actions against domestic violence, because it is breaking lives, it is breaking futures for so many people, and especially women who are usually exposed to this. So we all need to start voicing this as much as possible. We need to start taking action, signing petitions for the domestic violence to become a serious crime which needs to be punished just as much as any violence that is out there.
Okay, great. I love that. And thank you for, exposing the truths about domestic violence in in your country and where you're living right now. Because I don't know we have laws here against domestic violence. We're very blessed to have those kinds of laws. And
yes, that is it is very important, because, well, as far as I know, there was this movement here in Russia, at least what I've seen on Instagram. It was before the quarantine. Right now, I'm not sure what they're doing with the laws about domestic violence, whether they finally had it or not. But at least it was like this very recently. So I believe that we do need to start taking action as well. So.
Anyway, Nina, moving forward, I know I said only 3 keywords, but I'm going to give you one more because you're so good at it. So pick a number between numbers 2, number 4, and number 5. Which one?
Wow, okay. I feel like that's cheating in the game, but okay, let's do this. Let's do number 5.
Number 5. Okay, number 5. What's number 5? Okay. Number 5 is eating habits.
Okay, that's that one is very close to me.
Yeah. So what can you say about eating habits? Any advice or anything? I don't know.
So as I've already spoken about my eating disorder and my experiences of overcoming it, I realized that for me, trying to cut down on something is not the right way to gain the body that I want to have, or get the feeling that I want to have. Because many people say you shouldn't eat sugars, you shouldn't eat carbs, you shouldn't do that or eat this. But I mean, what is life if we just take away all the goods, all the good stuff, all the eating and like that. So for me, finding the right balance is the key. I also myself go to McDonald's. I can have like a full meal with big tasty and big French fries and like, juice and stuff.
That's
Yes, I
me.
can
You're
I can
describing
all
me.
eat that. Many people are very shocked, but I can eat all of that like at once and not feel guilty about it anymore. Because I understand that after eating that meal, I feel good. I'm not going to punish myself. That's very
Right.
important. Not punish yourself for what you eat, but try to compensate it in the future. For example, yesterday, if I eat something junky, like a junk food, then the next day I should compensate it with a workout, maybe eat more salad and something healthier and less calories to balance it out.
Right.
Because before I used to punish myself so much for eating something bad, even like a small candy. I would be like, yes, but that's sugar. Sugar is bad. Like I shouldn't eat that. I'm a bad person because I just ate that. That is also part of eating disorders, to put yourself in that frame which disrupts your everyday life,
Right.
and you from actually enjoying your life.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm sorry for going on and on about this, but this is
Yeah,
something
go on.
I'm very passionate, and I really want people to understand that
Mm.
there always has to be balance in life to actually lead a happy life and be fully functional in the society.
Mm.
So yes, that's my take on eating habits.
Yeah. So like, and then if I just want to share, one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit is self-control. And if you don't have self-control over burgers, so naturally you're gonna grow big. So it's really just more of like controlling yourself from eating too much of something.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Like,
go ahead.
no, I just wanted to add a little thing that my dad always told me from when I was young. He always said it in English, and I had no clue what it meant until I learned English in the future. And I was like, oh, so that's what you said. So he said, excess of everything is bad.
Yes.
So
exactly.
you can eat everything a little by little. You can eat something of this, something of that, but then you shouldn't go overboard because, yes, as you said, it creates negativity within yourself because you might feel too full. You might feel like your stomach hurts, or maybe you might start punishing yourself in your mind for eating it and for losing control. But if you just, have it once in a while, there's no harm in that.
Yeah, exactly. It just not be excessive or gluttonous or whatever. So Nina, thank you for that. Oh my gosh, you breezed through part 2. Yay! Can you imagine if this was Miss Universe and you've done that?
I know.
Pretty much.
I'm still alive.
I know, but I'm sure you're gonna go through a lot of training still. Maybe perhaps learn how to squeeze that in 30 seconds. But you did so well. I mean,
Thank you.
Just by giving you a keyword, you have so much to say, and that's really important than having not to say anything at all, right? So.
Yeah.